Hi kids, welcome to the Slime Factory. My name is Sally Slime and these are my friends Slim Slime and Sloppy Slime.
Hi everyone! Sorry I was late! I was rushing and didn't have time to eat breakfast, so I just grabbed a Pop-Tart.
Hey everyone, I'm Sloppy Slime. I'm feeling a little sluggish today. I just had a dozen donuts for breakfast this morning and missed dessert.
Today at the Slime Factory we will be learning about food portions using slime. First, it's important to know the facts though, so we'll start there. Let's start with portions. A portion means part, as in a part of something. Not to be mistaken with a car part. A portion is how much of each food that we will eat at one time. I know this may all seem boring, but it's really important to know these things and eat the right portions. Overeating can make you feel very sick and also affect your long-term health. Overeating can also really hurt your heart, your kidneys, your eyes, and even your ears. When we talk about food, the word serving is usually the word that we hear. A serving is a little different than a portion.
Portions, smortions. I don't have time to eat that much, so I'll just grab something quick.
You know, personally, portions are whatever feels good to me. And on weekends, calories don't count.
Definitely not. Eating too little can hurt you too. If you don't eat enough and you don't get all the nutrients that you need to give you the energy that you have during the day, and not eating enough for a long time can make your bones and your muscles weak, meaning that you can't get big and strong, but eating too little can also hurt your immune system and make you very weak and make you sick and more prone to getting sick often, which is never ever good.
Weak immune system? Shoot! I guess that's why I'm feeling so icky.
The easiest and the best way to see the servings in your food and to see how healthy it is to look at the nutrition label. There's a nutrition label on every single food that you have in your pantry, I promise. And by looking at this label, you can see the serving size, the sugars, the sodium, and much, much more.
Whoa, I didn't know that was on there. I just opened up my snacks and eat till I can't anymore. Maybe that's why I'm so sloppy.
I only read can to see the eating instructions.
Okay, now that you know the facts, let's use that knowledge to make our slime. And no, Sloppy Slime, it's not edible. You can't eat it. Okay, now that we've gotten through another boring part, it's time to look at the ingredients for our slime. The first thing we're going to need for our slime is Elmer's glue. I know you've all used this in school, and so you probably have it around the house and it'll be easy to access. So Elmer's glue. The second thing that we're going to need is baking soda. This is something that you probably have in your kitchen, so just ask your parents and I'm sure they'll help you. Second, we need water. Everyone has water, so that's super easy. The next thing we need is shaving cream. Shaving cream you probably don't have, but I'm sure that one of your parents does or somebody in your house. And next, we will need eye contact solution. Now this is a little different, and you have to be careful handling all of these things, but as long as you have an adult to help you, you should be good to go. And now the next thing, our most fun part, is the decorations and things to go inside of your slime. You can use anything you want, just as long as it's safe and you have help. Today we have food coloring, we have sprinkles, bigger sprinkles, and then we have these little fuzzy balls to put into our slime. Okay, now that we're on to our fun part, the making of our slime, we should first start talking about your instructions and your measurements. This measurement right here is 1 cup. It fits well in my hand, just like this, and it says 1 cup right here on the cup itself. You can find this in your kitchen along with all of these other measurements. This one right here is half a cup, and you'll see that it fits nicely inside of this cup, as most measuring cups should. The next one down is 1/3 of a cup. We will be using this with our slime, and it still has the name right here. It says 1/3 of a cup, and it fits inside this one. The next one is 1/4 a cup, and it's a little smaller than the 1/3 cup, and it still fits perfectly inside of it. And now we're getting on to tablespoons and teaspoons. These are a little different. They still fit inside, but this is a little bigger than what you would normally use whenever you eat, let's say, cereal. This is 1 tablespoon, and it says it right here. And it says it right here. And this next one down is half of a teaspoon. And a teaspoon is a lot smaller. You can see right here that it fits right inside. And it's very, very small. This is going to be something that we'll be using later. And you can compare it to something kind of like using eye drops. You don't use very much of it, and it's very small. Now that you know the measurements you need and how to use them, we're going to go ahead and start making our perfect fluffy slime. The first thing we're going to need is your white glue and your 1/3 cup. And like I said, it'll be right here, and you can read that. So 1/3 and your white school glue. And we'll start filling it up. According to our recipe that we have pulled up, we need 2/3 a cup of white glue. Because we have a 1/3 cup, we'll have to use 2 of them. 1 and 1 makes 2, 2/3. It's easier if you unscrew the cap first. And here's our second cup of glue. Make sure that everything's in there, and you can use a spoon or anything to scoop out your ingredients so that you can get everything in here. Because I promise, everything is sticky. Okay, step number 2 is to get your baking soda and your water. We're going to need half a teaspoon of baking soda. Like I said, don't forget that your measurements, what it says, is right here. And now let's go ahead and get our baking soda. And just throw it right into the glue. And now get your 1/4 of water and pour it right in. It's gonna look real funny and super weird, but we're gonna go with it. And now we mix. Okay, it's shaving cream time. This is when you will get your biggest measurement cup, the 1 cup, and like I said, right underneath here, and your shaving cream. We're gonna need 2 cups of this. Now that we have our shaving cream mountain, it's time for the lens solution. Now it's time for our tablespoon. We're going to need 1.5 of the tablespoons. So we're going to do 1. And go ahead and just pour that on top. And then to get half of a tablespoon, you're just going to fill it up halfway. And now we mix. Okay, now that we have our slime, we can decorate it. You can leave it like this if you just like a white slime, but we're going to decorate. Sloppy Slime, Slim Slime and I chose green. So we're going to put a couple drops of green food coloring in it, the liquid kind, and then we'll mix. That was 3 drops, in case anyone wanted to know. And then you're just going to mix it into your slime and watch the magic happen. Now that we have our mint green slime, it's time to add in our cool stuff. We chose sprinkles and glitter sprinkles. We are going to measure these, so we have our 1 tablespoon, and like I said, right here you can see that it says 1 tablespoon. And we're going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of our big, round, colorful sprinkles. And we'll add that right in. You know what? Let's do a second tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to knead that in real carefully. And while we're kneading, remember, rule number 1. Do not do this without a parent's permission and somebody to help you, because this is a mess. And you will make a mess. Oh, look, now we can see our sprinkles. Let's keep kneading. We're going to turn over and do that. Let's go ahead and add our glitter. Let's get our 1 tablespoon again, and we'll go ahead and measure out 1 tablespoon of pink glitter sprinkles. And we'll add that in. That's a ton. And we'll start kneading that in as well. You can already see how cool that is. We have one last ingredient, and that is these pom-poms. I do have these in a 1/4 cup measurement, and you can see it right there. The pom-poms are going to get sticky, so when you start folding it in, like I said, just be very careful. Do not get this on any carpet or anything of your mother's, because I swear she's going to be upset. Alright, let's go ahead and knead them in. Okay, now that we've made our slime and a huge mess, what did you guys learn, Sloppy, Slim?
Wow, I never realized how not eating proper portions affected my energy, mood, and overall health. I know now that not eating enough is just as bad as eating too much. I'm not going to make time to eat a day's worth of proper portions. Maybe I won't be so angry from now on. Thank you, Sally Slime. Whoop.
You're welcome.
Oh man, I guess I have been eating wrong my whole life. Now I realize that a proper serving is how much we should eat at one time, and eating too much can leave us too full and sluggish. Thank you for teaching us how to improve our eating habits.
You're welcome.
Yay! Woo! Let me lay my mama cake down. It's kind of like little ice cream.
It is kind of like ice cream, because if you don't do the right measurements, you're not going to end up with ice cream.